All right, well, his boxing has been on point throughout his UFC career, and gotta figure there's gonna be plenty more where that came from here in this matchup tonight.
Oh yeah, it's what he does. I mean, this guy is as good a boxer as we've ever had in the UFC. He is so good at popping that jab, and then when you enter, creating just enough space to let the right hand drop. And if the right hand ain't landing, look out for his beautiful left hook. When you do that much great work with your hands, you will be thought of as one of the best boxers in the UFC. You start to put yourself along the lines of the great guys like Jorge Masvidal and so many others that fight behind that specific skill set.
Yeah, Max blessed Holloway as well, and it is going to be interesting in this particular matchup. Good chin on the other side. Will he be able to get that knockout? Certainly going to go for it here tonight. Well, he is the best mixed martial artist that the nation of Sweden has ever produced. Former two-time UFC light heavyweight title challenger Alexander Gustafsson, and he hasn't realized the UFC title yet. But I know you guys will always have UFC 192, one of the harder fights of your career.
One of the toughest nights that I've ever had in the UFC, and Alexander Gustafsson showed in that night that not only is he skilled, he's as tough as they come. From the war with John Jones, to the war that him and I had, to some of the biggest victories that he stood and he's won in the octagon. A very, very skilled striker with fantastic boxing, unbelievable footwork, and very, very underrated wrestling. One of the only guys that can say he's taken me down and also taken John Jones down in a championship fight.
He really is the total package. I know he hasn't solved that John Jones puzzle yet, but truly a special striker. And in terms of the movement at 205 pounds on the feet, nobody does it better than Gus. Our tail of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt. All right, to get us started with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Anthony Lionheart Smith. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Alexander the Mauler Gustafsson. So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one. Ready. Do it.
All right, so here is the perennial light heavyweight contender, Anthony Lionheart Smith. Still evolving at Factory X there in Colorado, still getting better in a pro career that remarkably dates to 2008. A lot of people left this guy, buried him for dead. Over the top. This fight's gonna be over.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high and low, and now he's got him hurt very badly. That is, oh man, this dude is good.
I mean, right away, no feeling or process. These boys just went started fighting.
All right, early action here, and a nice hook by the boxer gets home on the kickboxer. This is exactly the range in which he wants to be fought.
Yeah, because it limits the kickboxer, and the kickboxer has a very high guard. So if you're tight and you just pivot with the hook, it lands around that guard, and he does a lot of damage with it.
Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range. 2 minutes have gone by. Oh, he lands a huge right hand. Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. Head kick attempt, it's blocked.
You know, a lot of people say those don't land, but even if you block them a little bit, they still put damage on you. He does a phenomenal job of actually attacking the takedowns off of his punches.
strong kick to the outside of that lead leg for him there. You do not want to eat too many of those.
No, you can't. He does not wind up on that kick, but he somehow is managing to land it so much more.
Big power shot there. He's looking to land the right, just out of range. Well, it's not due to a lack of effort. He continues to throw, but this is like double-A striking. This is not high level.
Yeah, you can't be missing. It takes so much energy to just throw a strike, but to be whipping like this, it only exhausts you because every moment you're trying to throw to knock his opponent out, you're just catching air. It doesn't feel good. It's also embarrassing.
Gustafsson's in half guard.
Oh, right to mount.
Smith gets up, he is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a submissive state on the ground, but he worked hard there to get back to the feet. Well, Gustafsson's now dealing with a cheek cut. Hook attempt now blocked, though, by Lionheart Smith. Final seconds of round one. Oh, a huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight.
All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up. All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
It was a lot of action. It was back and forth action, but the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs and in survival mode. Luckily, he made it to the end of that round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, let's get to round two. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous frame.
Yes, it wasn't a bar fight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times when it came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
And now leather being thrown on both sides. All right, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming out.
Huge shots being landed on both sides. All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you.
Man, look at that damage on the right side of his body. Starting to really bruise now. Oh! Big shots exchanged.
Oh, yeah!
And back to his feet. Still plenty of time to go here, round two. Let's go, get up. Shot there, DC. He is officially rocked.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates. He's brutalizing him with the ground and pound. This fight is close to being done. This man is landing brutal ground and pound.
All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
And once he got to the top, he started to land brutal ground and pound until the fight was called off. Just a dominant performance from the top position.
Bruce Buffer has your decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 48 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Alexander the Mauler Gustafsson.
Man, so with an entire nation on his back, Alexander Gustafsson gets the job done yet again. When he puts it all together, there may be no more exciting fighter on this UFC roster.